Sorry for the technical difficulties. Here the Lancers are on offense. Looks like it was handed off to Kiana Aina for a loss. Yeah, we just saw the Valley Christian Warriors punt it downfield. Kiana Aina received it, got a couple yards off of that run. Now that has prompted a 2nd and 10 for the Lancers offense with 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the half. And
2nd and 13.
running.
Might have been, yeah, 3-yard loss for Kingston on that. Passing play. Knapp goes deep. And knocked down.
Nearly intercepted by Brandon Henderson there. He was completely covering Grant Rielas there.
Regardless, good defense there by Henderson.
Brings up a 3rd and 13. We'll see what the Lancers decide to do here, because you don't want to give the ball back to the Warriors with a minute 35 left in the half. Might expect just a running play here.
He's going to pass again. Goes short and just tipped off the hands of Kiana Aina.
And the problem with the passing play here is it stops the clock with a minute 30. So the Valley Christian Warriors still have all 3 timeouts and a minute 30 to see what they can do on offense.
So you were saying, Ishan, that they could have ran the ball. How does this differ? I mean, now you have like a potential like drive here by the Warriors.
Hernandez back to receive the punt from Chris Hahn. It's a
Short punt.
kick. And it
was kicked off near the 20-yard line.
Looks like it took a St. Francis bounce and it went out at the 24-yard line.
That last minute kick on that punt seems to actually be detrimental for this position now.
Yeah, so now the Warriors have 1 minute and 18 seconds to see what they can do with the ball.
Might see some deep passes here.
Yeah, and Stevens has shown the ability to throw the ball deep so far in this game.
Eking the backfield, 1st and 10.
It's a play action. He rolls out to his right. He's looking deep.
Nowhere to throw.
There is a flag on the play. Likely going to be pass interference on Jackson Cahoon. The pass was intended for Gerard White.
That's a rare flag on Jackson Cahoon there, actually, playing defensive back on that play.
It's a 15-yard penalty, and the clock stops. So a minute 8 now for the Warriors.
Stevens to throw. Again, not much time, and he's going to get sacked. Looked like a foul to Ua there. Good play to take some time off the clock towards the end of the half. And now the Warriors call a timeout.
Coach Beth Osborne and the girls' tennis team this past week netted a 6-1 triumph
So Rohan, with 55 seconds, how many yards do you think the Warriors need to get into field goal range?
Well, their first field goal attempt they had in the first quarter was missed by 26 yards, I'm pretty sure. So it would be a safe bet to try to go for the 30-yard line, which is around 40 or so yards away from where they are right now. And that would take a couple of deep passes or one good run, honestly, to get them there, which could happen on this drive with a minute left. And Iki's back in the backfield, but looks like just a deep pass here. Stevens is going to just scramble left and throw deep.
Looking for Wade, and he's caught it. The D-line was unable to get to Stevens. He had all day to throw, and the secondary was just playing coverage for about 5 to 10 seconds there.
I think there were two guys on him, actually, but King Wade just had, like, his whole body there just, like, not being covered.
And the best part about that play is he went out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 46 seconds left.
Smart plays by the Warriors here. And now they're in Lance's territory. At the 41-yard line, Iki's in the backfield.
4 receivers out wide.
Pass again. This time, it's to Hamilton. Tackled there by Cahoon, but gets him some more yards. He didn't go down the sideline, so the clock's going to keep running here. They have to scramble now for another play.
Warriors in a little hurry up now.
And Stevens now has to throw this. Almost got sacked there. Scrambles left. He's going to deep pass it here to the end zone. And could not get it.
Just out of the reach of Remy Hernandez.
Correction to Rangel.
Man, that could have been bad for the Lancers. I mean, there were 3 guys on him, but he had one step on all 3 of them.
Yeah, it
And
looked
if
like it was just...
Yeah, if that pass was a little underthrown than what he threw there, that would have been a touchdown for sure.
Yeah, now only 16 seconds and a 3rd and 4 coming up for the Warriors. Let's see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to keep this whole passing attack going.
Watch for Rangel on the top side of your screen.
Rangel looks like a good threat here. 3rd and 4, 35-yard line. Stevens gets it. He's going to go for a deep pass. And knocked down.
Great coverage by Diego Riola. Brings up a 4th and 4. And an interesting situation here for the Warriors. Do you go for this here on 4th and 4 and risk giving the ball back to the Lancers?
From what I've seen, they've taken these risks. I think they'll go for it here. We've seen some good connections here so far in this half, and would not be surprised if they give it to one of their other receivers here, whether it be King Wade or the sophomore here, Randall. Looks pretty promising to me.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. 4 receivers out wide. Rangel on the topmost side of your screen. King Wade on the bottommost side of your screen.
Yeah, 4th down now. 10 seconds left in the half at the 35-yard line. Stevens is going to just scramble left now. Running. Stopped by the defense. And that's going to end the half.
Looks like there is a flag after the play. But going back to that play, it looks like Stevens had, or it seemed like he had no options. The Lancers linebackers and the line were able to create pressure and eventually get him down.
In the last couple plays, he's had to scramble a lot, which shows a good defensive back action there on zone coverage. But just a good scramble. And just overall, the defense has been showing out when it comes clutch to the very end.
And it looks like that is going to be the end of the half. 14 Lancers, 7 Valley Christian Warriors. And I think on both sides we saw some promising offensive plays. We saw some promising times to go down the yards. But I think both teams need to discuss more on their defense, their capability to stop each other's offense. And now we're going to go down to the sideline.
Welcome to your Lancer halftime show. And we're up 14-7 right now. We're going to get into this second half, and we're going to do great. It's been back and forth this whole game, and it's been really intense. We've had some great runs from Kingston, Kiana, Ina. Who did?
God did. And Kingston, Kiana, Ina. Oh my goodness, what a brilliant run. Getting all the way up into the Warriors half and scoring in the second quarter. Again, we were able to capitalize on our great offense and scored again, making it 17 to 14 for the Lancers. I mean, we're enjoying it out here. Race cakes is nice. We're enjoying everything. We're really, really loud.
We're having a good time.
Having a good time. Thank you guys for tuning into the halftime show. We're back up to the...
God did.
That's okay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the Valley Christian Warriors St. Francis Lancers football game here on Lancer Live. The Lancers are up by 7 against the Valley Christian Warriors. Here, Vanderveen off to kick to Kiana Aina and Perion Williams out in the back.
Squid kick here. Handled by Kea and Aina. Down the middle. Still going a little bit. And he's down near the 30-yard line. So for the Lancers, we're up 14-7. If they do get a score here, it would be a good safety net against the Warriors. But we have seen a good matchup overall between both offense and defense on both teams here. So
yeah, I think both of the offense have been playing very well, but I think both defenses have been not matching what they are capable of. So
yeah, first and 10 now at the 29-yard line.
Kingston gets the carry and gets about 3 yards on first down.
You got a whopping 1 yard there. 30-yard line now. Make that 2. Second down.
Pass out wide to Perion Williams.
And he's marked down near the midfield. Same exact play that they had ran in the second quarter. And the yards after catch strategy has worked out for them yet again.
yeah, I mean, that bubble screen pass worked. It's 2 for 2 today, and it's worked plenty of times in the past. Perion Williams had plenty of space to run. Here, first and 10 at their own, almost in Valley Christian territory.
One more first down here. Same strategy, but a little wide for Perion Williams there. Seems like the most safe pass here by Knapp is just to throw it screen right or screen left.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened similar in the second quarter, where the Lancers scored, but Aaron Knapp threw a ball to Perion Williams, but it was just too wide. Perion Williams couldn't run. Same thing happened here. See what the Lancers do on second and 10.
Same formation. Kiana Aina in the backfield. On second down.
Perion Williams in motion.
Throw to Perion. Same outcome.
Even if he caught that pass there, looked like he would have been hit immediately. Let's see what they do on third down here. After 2 incomplete passes on first and second down.
Would be nice to see just a straight deep pass. Haven't seen that really happen since the James Jordan touchdown. And apart from Perion and James Jordan, not much action from the other receivers here. And you see Mroka on the left end.
Blitz coming from the Warriors. Aaron
Under
Knapp
pressure.
Rolls out, throws on the run, and that's incomplete.
Good effort there by Knapp. But a little short, and now they're going to punt it on 4th down and 10. 3 and out near the midfield.
Might be unnecessary roughness. No, we're letting the punt team out, are we? There's a flag on the play.
Looks like the offense is still staying on. Yeah, this is going to be against the Warriors.
Wow, and a pretty crucial penalty there on the Warriors. I mean, you could have had an easy stop there, 3 and out, and then they could have had the ball just then and there, but that penalty is going to change the momentum here. And the Lancers can make it past. They're already past midfield now. They can go for any score here. That's going to make a 3-score game. Or a 2-score game, sorry.
Yeah, fresh set of down for the Lancers.
It's Kea Anaina, who's going to just fake it to the right now. Down to the 30.
Looks like he gets close to the first down.
Good decision-making mid-play by Kea Anaina.
He does get the first down.
I think it's solidified now that he's passed 1,000 yards rushing of the season. I mean, we couldn't confirm it in the first quarter, but it's been obvious now with these late rushes that he's gone way past that mark. And kudos to him. He's had a great season so far. Consistent running every single game of the season. And now we're at another first down.
Here's
Back to
carry
Kingston.
to Kingston. And this time he's only able to get a yard.
Second and 8, same formation now. Kea Anaina still in the backfield.
Two receivers to the bottom of the screen. The ball is muffed at Solomon Pivoletti was able to get the ball there, and he was able to even gain a yard maybe. Great awareness by Pivoletti right there to make sure nothing bad happened there.
So even after the penalty, there's still a 3rd and long here.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3rd and long, it's a passing play here. I mean, yeah, I mean, 3rd and long. Watch Paulson and Perrion Williams on the bottom of your screen.
Play action. Looking for Perrion Williams.
And that's
Nearly
broken up.
intercepted there.
Yeah, that was some great defense by Perrion Williams there, making sure that ball wasn't intercepted.
And that was Chad Arrieta there on that pass deflection, almost intercepted.
And yeah, this is, and the Lancers bring out Chris Hahn to go for a field goal. We've seen that Lancers have definitely hesitated in the past to bring out Chris Hahn in a similar area and go for it on 4th and in times like these, 4th and 8. He missed a field goal against St. Ignatius.
Yeah, this is a 41-yard field goal, so it is pretty deep.
Would be his longest of the season if he makes this. And pretty short. Fails to make this kick. Score remains 14-7. Midway through the 3rd quarter. And with that, the Warriors have the ball now. Savali Christian at the 21-yard line. And for the most part, they've had most of the playing time on the field.
Yeah, time of possession has been in favor of Valley Christian so far in this game.
Iki, as always, in the backfield.
They give it to Iki, and he gets tackled for a loss. That's Chase Cahoon on the tackle.
A lot of tackles for loss here, or just general safe tackles at the very end. Yeah, good tackle for loss there for 2 yards. Ike had nowhere to go down the middle.
Look for Hamilton and Wade at the bottom. Big receivers for the Warriors.
Change in
12.
backfield too. Stevens passed to Wade, but miscommunication there.
That looked like a play that was messed up in the beginning. Looked like it was a play action, but the running back ran to the opposite side, and the pass was nowhere near King Wade. Brings up a 3rd and 12.
So instead of offense here, we're seeing a lot of defense showing out in this half. Quite the contrast in the first half.
Warriors have been strong on 3rd and long. Let's see if they're able to do it again.
Yeah, the pass blocking for them has been very good today. Stevens has a long time to throw when he's in the pocket.
Stevens going to go for a deep pass here. Intended for Justice Matthews, but too short for the completion. And now they go off the field.
Yeah, quick 3 and out right there by the Warriors. Great job by the Lancers defense to force a 3 and out and bring their offense back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, Rohan said this goes for both teams. Both the offenses have kind of switched places with their defense. Defense has been doing the job, and the offense have been not, quite frankly. The punt's off.
Keanaina
Flag down.
still running
Just kidding.
to the 40, breaking to midfield. Keanaina has been a really strong return this season, no doubt about it. Last game against State Ignatius, he had an 80-yard return off a punt for a touchdown. And now Lancers get the ball very close to midfield. Well placed for a good drive here. Can they get 2 scores ahead of the Warriors? First and 10 at the midfield.
Sharonberg with the carry. And he gets maybe a yard there.
One of Sharonberg's first attempts on offense now. James Jordan on the lineup. And Perry on the left too. There could be another screen pass. They opt for a deep pass.
Perry Williams was open there, but Aaron Knapp didn't have time to see him. And that the Warriors get the sack. Loss of 2 and brings up a 3rd and 11.
Another 3rd and long. How about that? Almost like both offenses got tired, and now we're seeing the defense shine.
Yeah, let's see what the Lancers do on 3rd and long.
4 receivers out wide. Mac Roca, Paulson, Perrion Williams,
There's going to be a clear passing play here.
and Regalis.
Knapp's got
Yep,
some
this is play
time.
action, and he's going to be sacked. He's still up, and now he's going to be sacked
What a defensive
for a
play
loss
there.
of almost 12.
Yeah, the Warriors brought a blitz there. Sharonberg was able to pick it up for a little bit, but the D-line penetration got through and was able to sack Aaron Knapp there.
The third and out of the quarter.
Rangel to receive. Or it might be Remy Hernandez, sorry.
And the ball skips past, but a flag is thrown. Flags haven't been so much of an issue compared to most games, but they have been occurring on a lot of crucial plays.
Bro, that was random. That was random. Receiving. It was random.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
They're going to start a little bit back behind the punted ball.
Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's on Justin. That's gonna be an illegal block in the back on the Warriors.
1st and 10, Ike in the backfield. A lot of ground to cover here with 5 minutes left in the half.
They give it to Iki, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage there.
Ike had a long rush in the first half, and since then has not been able to get any long rushes past 5 yards or so. So it's Schermerg out, Luke Wall in. Still in zone coverage. 2nd and 9. Steven's going to go for a pass here. Throw it to Jared White.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag is on the Warriors.
That's their 3rd penalty of the quarter.
Not exactly sure what the penalty was, but there's a penalty on the Warriors, and it's gonna erase the nice reception there by Gerard White and back them up and make it 2nd and long.
And so far, penalties haven't really been the issue for Valley Christian, honestly. They have had a really good offensive showing and defensive showing, but their penalties, man, they have not been able to control them, especially on the holding. 2nd and long now.
Play action here.
Deep pass, and he's open, but intercepted by Mac Broca.
What a play!
Mac Broca saw where that ball was going, and he knew he had the advantage to catch that ball over King Wade.
It was a great double move by King Wade, and he was able to get open. But Mac Broca just sprinted down and was able to intercept that pass.
And from this view, you would have thought that it would have been a fair catch, but Mroka got there in time and snuck it from him. On his head, he says. And in past games, we've seen Mroka shine more in the offensive end, but defensively, he's been a pretty good force. And now Lance's had the ball near midfield with a lot of momentum now.
Perryon Williams in motion. They give it to Perryon on a wide receiver.
Down the right side. Very close to a first down, if not a first down. I feel like Perryon Williams has been a lot like what we see in Deebo Samuel on the 49ers. And I mean this in the way that he's a receiver by heart, but he plays running back plays that give the team a good winning advantage. especially when it comes to those sideline runs. Perion hasn't had many amazing, exciting plays that we might see in like other plays we've seen so far this game, but they've been really crucial to the score of the game right now. Now I'm going to off to pass this one. It goes deep. Perion's open. Can he get there? He does.
Got it! It's a touchdown!
Perion Williams take a bow.
That wasn't a Lancers drive. That was a Perion Williams drive. 2 back-to-back receptions, or 1 reception and 1 run. Fantastic. Fantastic execution by the Lancers, by Coach Calgano, and most of all by Perion Williams.
They profited off that Valley Christian offense. Penalty, interception. And then took a couple plays for the Lancers offense to get that touchdown. They profited off that massively. And now they're up 2 scores.
Yeah, and that was a great throw by Aaron Knapp right there.
Good as gold by Chris Hahn.
Yeah, I mean, that was back-to-back mistakes on Valley's end. If they didn't give up those opportunities, that could have stopped Lancers and Perion Williams from adding 7 on the board.
Three minutes left in the third quarter. And for Valley Christian, you have to feel they've had the majority when it comes to time of possession. And a lot of penalties later, a crucial turnover later, and 21-7. Chris Hahn to kick it. I think that was Hernandez there returning. He gets a couple yards on returning near the 20-yard line. And so with 3 minutes left in third quarter, the Warriors are going to try to get within 1 score of the Lancers. That was by far one of the deepest passing touchdowns we've seen this season. And the Knapp to Perion Williams connection has been happening a lot so far this season. We saw it against Midi. We saw a lot of games before that too. It's happened a couple times, and no wonder that we got one of these today. Beautiful sight to see. And just a great acrobatic catch by Perion Williams too. AK in the backfield. First and 10.
Hamilton in motion. And he's a little out of the reach of Hamilton there.
Just some outrageous miscommunication there to Hamilton.
Yeah, more than outrageous communication, that was just outrageous execution. But here Valley Christian is 2nd and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So still, defense has been key so far this half. And one more stop here gets it to another 3rd and long, as we've seen as always. So now they have McLemore in the backfield. Not sure if it matters as much anymore. They might go for passing play here. But 2nd and 10 now. But they do go up to rush it, and he's just plowed. Tackle for loss there. Chase Cahoon.
Yeah, like Rohan said, the Lancers defense is carrying this side of the game. Chase Cahoon coming out very well, like we saw at the beginning of these games in the previous weeks. That was a tackle for loss, 1 yard. 3rd and 11 for the Warriors now. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, brings up a 3rd and long. Lancers trying to get off the field again here.
It's King Wade, Hamilton, and Jay Foster.
Gonna go for a deep pass here. Lifts it up. King Wade just past the fingertips of his hands, and it's gonna be a 3 and out.
It looks like Mac Roca was there too. It wouldn't have looked like it would have been caught even if he did have some space on Joseph Alper there. But that's gonna bring up 4th and 11. Warriors punting team coming out. And Lancers looking for a 3-score game now.
So one big component that the Lancers do really well in is momentum. They make 1 or 2 key plays and they keep rolling with it. So do you guys think they will profit off this next drive?
I mean, they definitely have the momentum. I think they will.
And the other question is that Kiana Aina has been really good this game, but not the solo factor that's gotten them points. Right? We had James Jordan with the touchdown in the 2nd quarter, I believe, and then obviously the Perry-on catch in the 3rd quarter. So it's good to see some variability there. Speaking of Kiana Aina, he's going to take it past midfield. Keep going. He's got down to the 40, to the 30, and the 20, the 20, and the tackled really close to the end zone.
Wow.
Holy moly, guacamole.
That was a fantastic play by Kiana Aina. Yeah, now for sure he's in quadruple digits. Maybe even at that 1,100 mark.
And we saw the
Never
80-yard
mind.
punt return against St. Ignatius. It's no surprise that he can do this against a similar ranked team in Valley Christian. But we're saying now, 3 scores, they can definitely do this now. Only 5 yards to go to the end zone. Kiana Aina in the backfield. Can he finish it off here? Deep in the
Give it to
middle.
him, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage there.
So no gain on that rush.
It's Kiana Aina again.
That's going to be a
brought
tackle for
down
loss.
For a loss.
Yeah, the Warriors seem to realize that they're rushing the ball pretty much every play here. And this drive is net about -2 yards so far. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 6.
Worst case, they can go for a kick. And from here, it's not that bad, distance-wise.
Well, I think the Lancers go for a play action here in 3rd and 6. Throw the Warriors off a little bit. And then they've been doing a great job overall this game.
He's Perry-on the far right there. And Joy Paulson on the left. Could be a pass to Perry-on. And a little miscommunication there past his arms. But would have been a touchdown most likely if he caught that.
Yeah, it looks like the defender on the Warriors slipped too. So if that ball had played a little bit more into Perry-on Williams' run there,
And
that
now
would
Chris,
definitely would have been touchdown.
now Chrison's going to kick this. Was unsuccessful in the first 41-yard field goal attempt. Here's an attempt that's within close to 20 yards.
The kick is good. Makes it 24-7 Lancers with 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
A good 10-0 third quarter. So the first drive we saw Perry Williams had some key plays that got them that ensuing touchdown to make it 21-7. And then on the punt return, man. Kiana Aina, a beast as always, got the Lancers right where they need to be near the end zone to add to that lead, making it 24-7 now. So 2 key plays, 2 key scores from some 2 key players on the offense, and now we're here 3 scores ahead of the Warriors. So now Chris Hahn is going to kick it off again. Hernandez and Leggett to return. Leggett gets them to near the 18-yard line. And under 30 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see what happens. I think from what it's worth, though, it's been a good showing for the Lancers offense. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, offense has been all great all game, but it seems that they have figured it out on the defensive end and on this second half. Stop Warriors from going even into Lancers territory this quarter.
No receivers out wide. Likely to be a run here.
McLemore's going to just run it down to the right. Get some yards. The clock's still running.
Likely the last play of the third quarter there.
Yeah, seem to be taking their time, and with that, the third quarter is going to end 24 to the Lancers, 7 to the Warriors. A 10-0 run in the third quarter for the Lancers.
All right, now we're going to go down to the sideline.
Hello and welcome down to the sideline for this third quarter report. A missed field goal at the start of the quarter did not demotivate the Lancers, as they remained strong on defense and forced an amazing interception by Matt Roca. This leads to Lancers being in possession of the ball, and then an absolute dot for 50 yards to Arion Williams gives the Lancers a 14-point lead. Then, Kingston China keeps up his amazing form with a 70-yard punt return, which eventually led to a field goal. If the Lancers keep up their defensive resilience and execute on offense, the Lancers should be set on another WCAL win. Back up to you.
And we're back. 12 minutes left in the game. Valley Christian 2nd and 5 at their own 25-yard line.
Down
Looking
3 scores.
Yeah,
here.
down 3 scores. Looking for some point, at least some points on the board to make it a 2-score game. Looking to even creep into Lancers territory in this half for the first time.
2nd and 5. McLemore in the back. They're going to run into McLemore. Fall short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and short. So EK had the majority of the third quarter, and now they have McLemore here to make a statement, if possible. He had a first quarter rushing touchdown.
3rd and 1 here for the Warriors. Let's see if they run it again here or decide to go for a play action.
I think that's going to be a timeout called, and it is called by the Warriors. So it's a third down with just 1 yard to go. McLemore's still in the backfield. Most likely to run this with him.
Right now, Kai Hamilton is not being guarded at all. I think Coach Shuggs was kind of called timeout, seeing that Kai Hamilton was not being guarded.
You can see some agitation from Mac Maroka there with Coach Scherenberg. But that's a penalty on Valley Christian.
That's a huge penalty right there. Brings them from what would have been a 3rd and 1 to now a 3rd and 6. That completely changed the play that they were probably going to run there.
For sure. They could really go for a passing play if they need to now. This has been a number of penalties on this Warriors team in the second half. Really killed their momentum, honestly. 3rd and 6. Still McLemore in the backfield. Gonna go for a pass here. Stevens. Almost picked off, or is it?
Almost picked off by Mac Maroka there. Very close. Just slipped out of his hands there at the end. That's gonna pull up 4th and 6. And Warriors punting team.
We gotta compliment Maroka's ability to guard these passes, especially when they can make a difference when it comes to momentum, honestly, for this Warriors offense. He had the interception in the 3rd quarter, which got them under 3 points. And with a couple of defended passes, he's made his mark on defense.
Yeah, Maroka's been playing that free safety position perfectly today. He's been a ball hawk. He's been going everywhere. Got that 1 pick, and
Fair catch called. The Lancers are just short of the 40-yard line. Trying to extend this already high lead on the Warriors in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think killing some time here is going to be the key. I mean, no reason to give the Warriors another chance on offense, or at least limit to 1 or max 2 more drives.
Some new players here, like Joey Paulson, can get some reps as well. Kiana Aina going to go down the right side, past midfield, and to the 40-yard line. Elite as always. An easy first down for the Lancers.
there is a flag on the field here. Lancers are backing up. It might be a holding on the offense.
Yeah, might have been called back right there. That is a holding call on St. Francis. They haven't had many this game in general, but it's going to hurt them now. Now they have a 1st and 20 to make up. Just realized here that Kiana Aina actually does not have a touchdown today, which is somewhat fascinating to understand, but not on him, honestly. Yeah, the QB sneak that could have been anyone's touchdown. He's been good on punt returns as well. Just happens to not have a touchdown today, but just an interesting fact today.
Yeah, Scherenberg's the new back in the backfield. Perryon Williams goes in motion. Looks like they're going to throw to him. They do.
Good tackle there to limit the yards after catch.
Yeah, Chad Arietta on the tackle there. Stops Perryon Williams for no gain and brings up a 2nd and 22.
And like Sanjeet said, they're going to run the clock down a little bit more so they can try to limit possessions. To Kiana now. Quick tackle there. Jointly by Maxwell Cluck and Hernandez.
3rd and very long now for the Lancers. Expecting just a simple halfback draw here, just to kill some more of this clock, and then hope the defense can get a stop.
Exactly, and for what it's worth, the defense could be trusted here to make a stop. They've been really good the second half, allowing 0 points so far. I mean, the only score that the Warriors have has been in the first quarter anyway, so they can keep this momentum going and try to give it back to the offense, hopefully.
Yeah, 4 receivers out wide.
It is a halfback draw.
Oh, and he's going to keep going.
They say his knee was down at the 24-yard line. So the Lancers will be punting the ball from the 24. And A.J. Rangel is back to receive.
Clock's still running here. Pumped by Chris Hahn. Past midfield. Goes back
Takes a
to
Warriors
midfield.
bounce and ends up at around midfield.
So what would it take to make this a close game? I mean, they're down 17 with 8.5 minutes to go, but there's a small chance it could be a close game. What would it take, though?
Yeah, it's a 3-score game here, so they definitely need 1 touchdown, and they're going to likely need to have an onside kick be successful in this game. It'll be very tough for the Warriors, but we'll see. It all starts with getting a score here, and that score has to be very quick.
Exactly. This possession matters a lot when it comes to salvaging what you can try to make up for in this game. And let's see if the defense can get some key stops here to try to enforce this lead. So 1st and 10 at the midfield. Stevens is going to go for a deep pass as we expected. And King Wade, or was that Hamilton? Hamilton had the ball, might have been a little bit over him.
Yeah, it was a little overthrown. Hamilton was open there. It was just a miss there by Stevens.
I feel like if he caught that, they could have actually gone for a touchdown. So good breadth of life there. EK out, Lega in. This offense has not been so rowdy so far the second half, and I would say that they can get some key plays to try to refer to that statement. Leggert, overthrown catch again.
Brings up a 3rd and 10 now for the Warriors. The Lancers defense has been very strong in the second half, not allowing many yards, if any yards at all, for this Warriors offense.
And I would attribute it to a lot of good players here that are not the Cahoons. Scherenberg has been amazing, at least in the first half, but even some plays here and there in the 3rd and 4th quarters on enforcing those tackles for loss. Mac Moroka with the interception and a lot of good coverage plays, like pass deflections in the 3rd quarter and even towards the end of the half. And JPP, don't forget him in the 1st quarter. He had that quick interception, even though it was eventually given back with a fumble. And he had some good tackles for loss and deep coverage plays. Stevens.
10 here. Stevens has all day to throw.
Deep pass here and caught.
Nice reception right there by Gay Foster. Caught it over 2 people.
That's going to be a huge break for the Warriors. Finally.
And the clock was stopped because he actually fell. Well, no. He stopped to the sideline, but the clock's running now.
Looks like the Valley Christian cheerleaders' rowdy rant got into the players here.
Yeah, you could say that it might have helped them. I mean, this is the first reception for Jay Foster as well, and it came at a good time. EK in backfield, but they're going to throw this to the end zone to a wide open touchdown to Justice Matthews. Their first score since the first quarter.
Horrible defense right there by the Lancers. Kai Hamilton was wide open. So was Justice Matthews, for that matter. Stevens could have chose anyone to throw there. It was just a mess up in the zone or man. And now we have a game.
Yeah, this offense got rowdy. Maybe at the wrong time for the Lancers. But it is a game nevertheless.
Aaron Vanderveen for the extra point. And it's good. 24-14 now.
And we were saying, what would it take for this to be a close game? And you said they had to score quickly and efficiently. They did that within a minute. It's a 10-point game now. The Lancers have to make a move on their drive. Take some time off the clock and try to go for a score here to try to seal the deal. A 3-and-out here is definitely not the move. If it happens, it's for sure a game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Lancers kill time for over 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's definitely doable.
Would like to comment on the fact that the Warriors QB has thrown to a lot of different receivers. I mean, you have King Wade, you have the recent touchdown Justice Matthews, you had Jay Foster, Kai Hamilton. I mean, can't forget the check down passes additionally to Laggard. And then obviously the 6'4" sophomore Angle. So a lot of players.
Let's see if Vanderveen does a onside kick here, or they just opt to kicking it deep.
Vanderveen to kick it off. Opts for just a normal kick, but there's a flag called. Seems like they can't escape the flags.
That's going to bring the Warriors back 5 yards.
And
10
an offsides
yards.
call. Obviously, definitely not what you want
5
for
yards.
the Warriors. I mean, now you'd want to kick it deep. I mean, definitely an onside kick would never be the move here. So the kick is redone. Strong kick. Perrian's gonna run it. Gets room. Tackle near the 35-yard line, but a strong return by Perrian Williams. And the Lancers have some time to coordinate, hopefully, a game-filling drive here.
Yeah, expect a lot of runs from Kingston here. They want to kill as much time as possible. And as Sanjit said, they've had drives that killed 6 minutes of clock, so we'll see what they do here.
The last thing you need here is a turnover, for sure. They can stall as much as they want to, but keep the ball in their hands. Kiana Aina to the right. Good juking, but managed to get 4 to 5 yards. Clock is still running.
Edgar Birilos with the big hit there. Another toss to Kingston.
Finds room down the middle and might be able to get the first down here.
We'll see if the refs get them the spot. No, they're going to say 3rd and inches.
So a near 6-yard rush, which is actually less than his average of the season, which is something that's so impressive for Kiana Aina. Just an amazing, amazing running back. Can we see a rushing touchdown for Kiana tonight?
The QB sneak by Aaron Knapp, and he's going to get the first down here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first step down for the Lancers. This is perfect time killing here. They've successfully killed almost 90 seconds so far. This is going well for them. I think this is exactly how coaching staff wanted it.
Yeah, the Lancers are in no hurry here, trying to kill as much time as possible. Keep running the ball with Kingston.
First and 10 at the 47 to Kingston. Tackle for loss, but a
There's
flag
flag.
on the play.
Flag was thrown at the time of a face mask. It was a face mask on Kingston, though, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Lancers.
So a little bit of a back step for the Lancers.
Valley's declined the penalty.
So it's 2nd and 13 now. Taking their time. Kiana down the middle, to the left, and gets a couple yards there.
It's going to be 2nd and 8. I mean, sorry, 3rd and 8. I think 3rd and long here. I think we see some play action.
I doubt it. You want to keep the clock rolling. Unless you try to throw a bubble screen to Perryon Williams, you want to make sure the clock is still rolling. I mean, even if you get stopped, you will waste another 40 seconds of this clock. And with it being a 2-score game, time is really the biggest thing that Lancers need to worry about.
This is a good strategy by the Lancers here. They're taking their time as always, giving to Kiana, who's been amazing as always as well.
Another flag down.
Timeout.
You wouldn't notice it, but this has been a 3-minute drive already, so the Lancers have played their part pretty well in taking the time off the clock now. A lot of energy plays have happened. We cannot ignore the last play that happened for the Warriors on that Justice Matthews touchdown. Even if they were making up ground for the scoring, it's a good play nonetheless. Just a good connection too. And just overall adds to the bunch of touchdowns we've seen on a lot of different receivers and rushers. So just a good football in general today. Five touchdowns, 5 players. And so on 3rd and 8 now, same formation. But he's going to go for a QB run now. Now tries to juke the linebacker there.
Looks like he got the first down. Great play call by Coach Conconio right there.
Really clutch play there by the Lancers. 3rd and 8, and they go for a QB run. Definitely well executed. And Aaron Knapp did just enough to secure that first down. Knapp has played his part today pretty well with the QB sneak, a couple good connections, especially to Perryon Williams, and now on this QB run, he's making sure that they don't lose the ball too early. Definitely been kind of an unspoken player as a quarterback of this team. Kingston again. Not much on that, but the clock still runs. Second and 9, just a 1 yard rush in the last play. Kingston down the middle, finds ground. Might be enough for the first down there. And
Brings up 3rd and 1.
yeah, 3rd and short. I think unless there's a major turnover here, this should be a done deal. Can't be so sure, but it's been a nearly 5-minute drive now.
Might see another QB sneak by Aaron Knapp here on 3rd and short. That's exactly what he does. He goes right through, and he's able to get more than 1 yard. Gets about 3 or 4 yards on that play.
Aaron Knapp, pretty calm and composed, gets those yards.
And the clock just keeps ticking. Now we're under 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this game.
Again, very similar formation here. They're going to give it to Kingston most likely.
No, they give it to the fullback.
I think that was
Danny Swank. And he gets... I think he loses a yard there on that play.
the clock is still running. We're nearing the 1 minute 30 mark. And the Lions have done just enough to get those first downs slowly and steadily, almost to perfection. Kingston might be a tackle for loss, might be a slow gain, but
Yeah, I mean, at
Brings
this
up
point,
third down. Looks like Valley Christian finally uses a timeout here to stop the clock. Seems like a little late to use your timeouts, but with 1 minute left, maybe they're hoping for a miracle.
yeah, I feel like overall, in terms of discipline and management, it hasn't really been the game for the Warriors. Just a lot of penalties, and then I feel like improper timeouts have been called as well. You could have had a lot of time opportunities in the middle of the fourth quarter when they were starting their drive, but they opted to do it at the very end. And now, at this point, with a 2-score deficit, it's basically no chance to make up for that loss. And what you want to see now, at least from the Lancers and the Warriors ends, is just new players getting the chance to like make some key plays or make their moment at least in the last minute of the game.
Third and 8 here. Looks like they get back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down.
Timeout called.
And another timeout by Valley Christian. I think that's their final timeout of the game.
This game seems like a done deal. So the Lancers most likely come out with the win here. It's going to cap off a good 3-game win streak now. The Lancers will play Riordan next week at home. They'll move up to 5-3 and 4-1 in WCAL. Meanwhile, the Warriors are going to play Sacred Heart next week.
Sarah.
Next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for Valley. Sarah is 9-1, I believe. Very strong team. And here are the Lancers.
4th and 7. The Lancers are going to go for it. Likely just trying to kill clock here. They're going to throw
Deep pass
it.
here.
Throws it to
James
James
Jordan.
And he gets the first down. And I think that's the game right there.
I mean, might as well just go for the touchdown at this point.
I think you just QB kneel it here. You don't get any extra credit points by scoring more, so might as well just QB kneel 2 times and.
I mean, the extra credit points are just stats, right? Yeah,
So
you put
James
a touchdown
Jordan
in your stats.
has 2 receptions, one for a key touchdown, the other to seal the game. Great play calling on those plays to James Jordan too, and this game's gonna be a done deal.
And that's going to be the game. 24 Lancers, 14 Valley Christian. And going to the first half, we saw both offenses come out very strong. Both defenses come out pretty poorly. And then it kind of switched for the Lancers in that second half. And it stayed there for the Warriors in that half. And overall, it was great playing by both teams, actually. Valley Christian unable to kind of have their offense translate from that first half to the second half. And and going into the next weeks, we see St. Francis take on Riordan. That's gonna be a great matchup. Both one of the top teams in WCAL, and both of the top teams in CCS taking second and third. And that is for sure gonna be a game to watch. Make sure to tune in at Lancer Live to watch that. And for Valley Christian, they're going to be taking on Sarah at home. Sarah's been an unstoppable force this year, last year, and the year before. These are some phenomenal, we see some phenomenal plays for both teams. Overall, a great game.
So final score, 24 to the Lancers, 14 to the Warriors, in a well-fought game between these two teams.
And after that, the Lancers are going to take on Bellarmine after Riordan, who are currently one singular win on the season against the Warriors are going to take on Midi, who are a fairly strong team. Actually, they gave St. Francis a run for the win there, but the Lancers were able to capitalize in the second half against Midi, just like they did today. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the game, end of the live stream. Make sure to tune in next week, next Friday, same time, 7 p.m., right here on Lancer Live, where the Riordan Crusaders take on the St. Francis Lancers. Thank you for tuning in.